Hey, what's going on, guys? Rob and Jordan here from Gills and Bills Outdoors. We're out here on the frozen ice again, chasing some walleyes at some point today, but we're going to start earlier today. We found a shallower hump here, and we're going to put some bigger bait out and see if we can't get some pike while we wait.
First, Rob's going to go through on how to set up a Vulture Talon system here with using some bigger bait, fishing for them pike. So Rob will kind of walk you through how we set these up, running the Talons, and hopefully we can show you guys how effective they are as the day goes on here.
All right, so first things first, set our depth, put our depth finder on and send her home. I like to reel it up so that my rod's at rest here, and whatever holder you like to use. I like to use these automatic fisherman baits because they're pretty versatile, and I have them along with anyways. So then I'm going to take this from the point of the end of the rod here and measure how far off the bottom I'd like to be. And we're in about 5 feet of water, 7 feet of water, so I think 2-3 feet off the bottom will be all right. And when I'm going to set my Talon base, I'm going to have that up off to the side here, so I want to account for that. So I'm going to reel up and pull off to the side so that my finger touches the end of my pole when I'm underneath my lever here. So that's pretty good there. We'll pull our line up and get a minnow on there.
So the nice thing with doing the Talon system is, like, when you are using bigger minnows, bigger suckers, bigger shiners, this allows you to do the open bail method, which, then when the fish takes that bait, it's free spooling, basically like a tip up at that point. So now that fish can swim off with it, and you get to time to run back over here, and you can actually set the hook with the rod, fight the fish on the rod. It's just basically it's like tip up fishing, but now you get to do it on a rod and reel, which makes it a lot more fun and also a little easier to land those bigger fish. Especially we like fishing lighter tackle, lighter leaders. This is a good way to do that.
Alright, so we'll send the minnow down home to get her job done. We use these ice stopper bobbers here. And fill it with the juice they provide to keep the line from freezing at the point before it enters the water. So the hole can freeze up all around that bobber, but the line will still be able to go through there really easy.
But here, I'll grab the camera real quick and just try to show you. Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to take my line here and I'm going to go under my lever. And you can adjust where you put it on your lever, either out towards the end will give you, allow it to set off easier. If you go down towards the base, it can hold a little bit more weight and that kind of thing. I'll show you as I pull the line here, how easy it needs to be set off. So we'll reset that, and that works out for me. I like to check everything at least once before I walk away and make sure everything's working right. And I'll open my bail there, and basically then when the fish is going to take that line, it's going to open this lever and my bail is going to be open. The fish can take the line as it like. Give us some time to come over here, and we'll close the bail, make sure it's nice and tight, or reel up to the fish, set the hook, and see what happens.
Yeah. Got one on the Talon here. Setting the hook.
Looks like a little musky.
Oh, he's T-boned at the hole. You're tight on the hole there, so
Let him go. Oh, sick!
Musky lunch.
Sugar musky lunch. Oh, yeah.
pretty little guy.
Oh, no, I
All right, we got a beep
This
beep
is like
going.
the second muskie I've ever caught. So it's pretty cool, dude. Pretty stoked.
Pretty. Where we gotta go for the next one?
I think right here is this one, but it doesn't look like
Let
it's
him go
on.
right away so he lives nice and
Oh,
good and strong.
looks like it's moving.
Oh, for a second. Sorry.
Oh, he'll kick. Come on. Let's see your brothers. There you go.
Right.
Ooh. Awesome.
Yes! What you doing?
So, you know, I've got some pike leaders that we had tied on for the majority of the day, and now we're going to be transitioning into the evening with some expectations of walleyes. As Jordan just landed a walleye a moment ago. So I'm going to go out and put some lighter test on. So I'm just making some leaders here, and I'll show you. It's kind of nifty. Jordan actually showed me this in the first place. I'll show you another one. Make the leader and you kind of pre-tie it, and then use a clasp at the end, and that way when you want to put a new leader on or you break off or something, you want to change your leader, go to something heavier or something lighter, all you gotta do is unattach it and click it back on. A lot easier than tying out in the cold.
way easier. We pre-tie a bunch, put them on these little tackle tamers. Just that way you can do one in the morning, set up for something in the afternoon. Works pretty good.
Alright, so like I said, I got my lighter leader here, smaller hook, kind of a different presentation. I'm going to set this Talon up again. Talon's been really good for us for the walleyes and stuff like that. Type of fish that likes to maybe bump the bait, not necessarily eat it all at once. I got myself nice and tight here. This I'm going to set a little tighter on the bottom there, and keeping in mind that I'm going to have to pull to my lever there.
Perfect.
Nice little trick with your ice stopper bobber. If you keep it in the water while you're managing your lines, after you got a fish, whether if you land a fish or whatever, if that bobber lands back in the water, you won't have to fill it as much. Just stay nice and full. You set it.
Another attempt to catch a walleye. Oh, we got a solid hook set. Got to clear the hole. Potentially a nicer fish. Coming up.
Catching another. It's all of a sudden.
It's turning on.
It's turning on.
Oh, he wanted to kiss you.
You want
and
it
give you a hug.
easy. So strong and
He wanted that
flexible.
snuggle. It's your snuggle walleye.
Snuggle walleye.
Nice and snowy. Snowy snow.
Oh, let him go!
Woo!